Close of camp, what do you feel like you most accomplished, and where do you go from here?
Well, I think we made improvements at all positions, and when I look at it, I think we've improved our leverage. I think we've improved our footwork, and we struggled last Saturday throwing the ball, but these last two practices we've thrown the ball very well. So, I like where we're finishing right now that way.
I think there were a couple of tough Saturdays down the stretch throwing the ball, so was it important to see a bounce back, so to speak, this week on the practice field?
Yeah, it was. And, the players, what I loved about the players, they understood that. We weren't where we needed to be. But you know what? Passing game's timing. And for the quarterbacks, linemen, receivers, everybody, it's timing. And timing takes a little bit of time. But these last two practices, we've had that.
Mike, just how much more comfortable and familiar with your players, with your personnel do you feel now than before you had a spring practice and hadn't seen any of these guys on the field in front of you?
Well, I'll give you a good example. We had a unit meeting today, and before the meeting got started, I was laughing with guys and, having a good time with them and all that stuff. And before that, I wouldn't have known them, and I wouldn't have, felt that relaxed with them. So I feel very comfortable with them right now, and on the field, off the field. So, it's been a great transition.
Whether it's spring or fall, kids have a tendency just to kind of rest on their laurels a little bit. Do you feel like your guys finished strong the last week and a half?
I do. I think we finished strong this week. I was disappointed Saturday. We ran the ball real well, but we just, again, the passing game was off a little bit. And, again, that takes timing, and we made great strides this week. So, I like the way we finished up this week.
What are you hoping to see on Saturday, with it being such a different deal due to numbers and that kind of thing?
Well, execution in all areas of the offense. And, we're going to keep some things out. We're not going to do all the things. And so we've kind of minimized some things, but that's okay. And we're going to I want to see us running the football and having great timing with the throw game.
Mike, you've been kind of touched on the passing game a little bit. What is it that's kind of kept it from being where you wanted it, and you see the potential there with the personnel you have, that it can be pretty good?
Well, yeah. Again, it's timing, and we've had guys banged up, and when guys can't run full speed and things like that, that messes up with the timing. So this week, guys were running full speed, and we had guys healthier, and so, again, that helped with everything.
Between Josh and Alvin and Jalen, can this running game be pretty dynamic?
I think it can be really good, yeah. I think, again, I feel like our offensive line's really improved, and our running backs ran the ball well this spring, and so, yeah, I feel good with the running game.
Just looking back at spring practice, anybody in particular who's just stood out and impressed you in terms of their improvement from start to finish? Or?
Well, I think it's hard to, pinpoint guys, and I've never really liked to single guys out like that. I think it's a unit, and I've just been happy with, the way that this group's come to work every day, and I like the way we finished up.
How about the progress of the line, just with all the guys playing multiple positions and things like that?
Yeah, again, I really like how we improved our leverage from practice one to this practice. We've really done a nice job improving our leverage and our footwork. We've done a really nice job with our first 2 to 3 steps, and so I like where they're at right now.
Is it exciting for you to get a taste on Saturday of what Saturdays will be like this fall?
Yeah, I try not to get caught up in that. I try to really stay focused on my job, and so that's what I'm gonna really try to do, is just concentrate on what I need to do and getting plays in early and keeping the tempo going fast, and trying to mix it up with the run and the pass.
You'll be up in the box, huh?
Yes.
Is that where you plan to be during the season?
Yes. Yeah.
Like I saw, Nick will handle the quarterbacks now on the field.
Yeah. Nick, I think I've talked about our relationship. It started when he was a player, and I've known him forever, and I have great trust in him. We all do. And if there's anything I need to get to Nick to get to them, or we can get that done through the headsets. But Nick does a great job, and I feel very comfortable with that.
In terms of your transition, how much have the other offensive coaches and the players made it easier for you? Have they kind of embraced you since you got here and through your first spring?
Without a doubt, the coach has been outstanding, and I said this in our first staff meeting, our first unit meeting. I said, this isn't my offense. This is a Tennessee offense, and I want all their input all the time. And we've had great communication in that room. And what I love about it is guys have opinions, and they have thoughts, but nobody has an ego where they don't feel like it's not been heard or we're not applying it. And so it's been a group effort.